Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. In the previous lecture, actually we studied about the basic principle of sedimentation analysis and why we perform sedimentation analysis. In this particular lecture, we are going to study about the first method for the sedimentation analysis, and that is Pipette method. In the previous lecture, actually we studied about the principle of sedimentation, which says that after time t from mixing in a layer H below the free surface, if I observe, then the solids present will be the solid smaller or equal to the solid where the settling velocity equals to be H by T. That means let us assume that if this is your tub or the sedimentation tube that we actually use in the pipette method, let us assume that this is the top surface of the water. If we have already mixed our soil solids in this water and we actually take a particular volume of water, let us suppose that this volume is nothing but that is capital V, and in this we have actually mixed the soil solids, and initially the total mass of the soil solids was capital MS. So what I can ask you that at a time t equals to be 0, that means initially what will be the concentration of solids in this particular tub? What will be the concentration of solids in this particular tub? So you can say here that the total mass of solids, that is capital MS, is present in the total volume, that is capital V. So this is the concentration of solids at time t equals to be 0, and that is actually because of all solids, that is actually because of the all solids. Yes or no? But if I ask you that let us assume that this is a layer which I am going to observe here. This is a layer which I am going to observe, which is at a distance of H, and I just take a pipette that I hope you might be aware of that what is pipette. Pipette is nothing but that is a simple glass apparatus that you might have used even in your chemistry lab. So this is somewhat a pipette looks like. That pipette is actually mainly used for the addition of indicator in our chemistry labs. So you might have used that in the high school. So this is the pipette, and there are some markings that are present on this. So this is actually the glass pipette. So what I do, we simply add this pipette in this water and we simply suck the solution sample from this particular layer, and obviously the solution will be collected in this particular pipette. The solution will be collected in this pipette, and now what I do, I simply take the solution that I have collected and dry that. And I also observe that what was the total solution volume that I collected. So let us assume that I collected a total volume of a sample, that is a small Vp, is collected from layer H below free surface, after time t, what I can say that this solution is collected and this volume of sample that we have collected is Vp, and this sample is now dried. To get the mass of solids that were present in this particular solution. So sample is dried to get the mass of solids. So what will be the mass of solid? Let us assume that this is small ms. So can I ask you that what will be the concentration of solids in this pipette? Concentration of solids in this pipette is nothing but that is small ms upon Vp, that is a mass upon volume. Yes or no? and this concentration of solids that I have collected in the pipette is from a layer that is present at a depth of h and after time t. That means this is actually indicating the concentration of solids only having the settling velocity lesser than or equals to be h by t. Yes or no? And let us assume that this small vs is actually corresponding to a particular size of particle, that is small d. So I can here say that this is the concentration of solids having size less than or equals to be d. Yes or no? So what is percentage finer? I hope you remember that is percentage finer. Percentage finer is nothing but that is the total amount of solids that are less than or smaller than a given size or equal to that given size to the total amount of solids, because we are actually going to calculate the percentage finer. So what is this? This is about the solids equal or smaller or equal to a size d to the total solids. And yes, if you multiply that by 100, you get the value in percentage finer. That was the percentage finer, that was the percentage of solids that are equal or smaller than a given size. So we can write down the formula for percentage finer like this. Now instead of weight of the solids, what I can write, I can also write that this same formula can be written as concentration of solids smaller than or equal to d upon concentration of all solids. Yes or no? I also write the same formula like this. So what was the concentration of a smaller or equal solid? That was nothing but that was ms upon Vp. That was the concentration that I have actually collected in the pipette. Whereas what was the concentration of all the solids? That was capital Ms upon capital V. So this is actually how you can easily get the percentage finer for any particular size of solid. Just you have to change the value of H and T to change the size of solid, solids that you are observing. So if you change the value of H or if you change the value of T, you will get the percentage finer for a different size of solid. And as you get the value of a percentage finer for the different size of solids, here see on the x-axis, actually you used to plot the size of solids on the x-axis and the percentage finer on the y-axis. Obviously you got the various percentage finer for various size of solids, and hence you can easily plot this particular graph, that was particle size distribution curve for a particular soil. So this is how you actually perform pipette method for the fine grained soil, and that is actually quite easy method. But yes, another method, that is hydrometer method, is quite fast also. So that is why the more preferred method is the second one, that is hydrometer method, that we are going to study in our next lecture. So let's meet there. Till then, keep studying, keep growing.